Good. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshulmilitanena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupakaya Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Bhagavama Sri Gurun Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunasam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sadhana Lalita Sri Krishna. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Tapta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sate Devi Parameshwari Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Priyayasya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaham Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram. Sitaradhya, did you answer Satyavati's query? Okay. Sitaradhya Prabhu spoke yesterday on the Sikshashtakam, and Satyavati is my disciple in Germany. She asked the questions. She has been worshipping Gaur Nitai for very beginning, and she would not be able to tolerate anything Gaur Nitai. She was worshipping in the, I think, well, it's not Frankfurt, but there's another castle where the castle is there. She was worshipping for quite a long time. And she always objected with the common opinion there. Generally, Nityanand Prabhu's left foot is in front and Gauranga is right foot in front. And they raising hand, and there is slight curvature or bending towards, opposite each other, right? Now, the local devotees, they were identifying the one Gauranga as Nitai and Nityanand Prabhu as Gauranga, even though they wouldn't go by the arrangement of the foot, right? So she will quibble and quibble and quibble and quibble till she lost the service. But Prabhupada put up certain identification marks. What's the difference after both of them look alike? But Nityananda is a follower. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu steps from the right side, then the left side would follow. Right? There's a common sense. But she has become sober. She has her own deities. And she has been worshipping and attending your class. So she wrote me, she sent an Adhyatma Sangha and she put up the question on the relationship between the first verse of Shikshastakam to the second verse and ultimately the third verse, 3. And she was citing that there are no hard and fast rules for chanting. In the second one. But she was trying to put up a relationship, how it is a misfortune if we do not have any tinge of attraction. Durdevam midrasham iha janinam. If we do not have any attachment to chant. Once he said that anybody, and Haridas Thakur and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not differentiated, neither their teachings are different. So, but she wants to understand what is the interrelationship with that. So, starting from the first was Cheto Darpanam Arjanam, Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, Sreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadur Jivanam, Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam Purnam Pratam Swadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. It is the glory of Sankirtan, congregational chanting. If somebody is making mistake in chanting, others are covering up. But ultimate victory belongs to the Sankirtan movement. Our individual chanting may be faulty, but how could be collective chanting? That was her first indication. The glory of the Sankirtan movement is Param Vijayate. It's not an ordinary victory. The singular chanting may help or may not help us according to how are we chanting. Right? Inattentive chanting plus offensive chanting. Aparadha yuktana. So where is the Suddhanam? But is Suddhanam necessary? That was our question. Is Suddhanam necessary? Yes, for individual progress. That we have to, Prabhupada said, fly our own airplane. If you do not know how to fly your airplane, nobody else is going to come and fly your. No. Hence, Antakale chamameva smaran mukta kale. Saprayati madbhavam jati natam. So, what it means that we have to remain in association and keep on performing Sankirtan chanting. You know, when one goes back home, back to God, he will pull the others too. That is the power of the congregational chanting. Alone chanting, we can't depend. Because in Kali Yuga, the same Mahamantra, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. That has been given for liberation. But here, Param Vijayate. Krishna is coming to bestow his loving reciprocation in Dwapar Yuga. It is a very rare occasion, once upon a time only, in the end of Dwapar Yuga or 27th cycle of Brahma's day, and that too in 7th Manu, Vaivasvata Manu's rule. So it is so much exact description that in no other Kali Yuga Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes. Neither in no other Dwapar Yuga Krishna comes. Right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is most municipal incarnation. You know, that he wants to deliver this particular age of Kali's subjects and bring them back to Godhead. So, how much strictness in chanting is required? If you are self-dependent, then the onus is on you. If you are on your own alone, but when everybody in the classroom learns, they learn the same subject and majority passes. So majority is going to fly out towards the end of that life. That is the mercy of Sankirtan Yajna. But we are heavily laden with our own inabilities, the anarthas, and then aparadhas. Then how do we get that kind of protection in the dham? See the significance of the dham. However a devotee is, he will be given guarantee, if not in this lifetime, next lifetime, is attachment to the dham. To be born again in Audarya Dham, that is Navadvip Dham, means you have to carry on the Sankirtan movement. But in Brajabhumi, you will be directly elevated. That is the protection of the Dham. Or if you have done some fault, you might become monkey or a pig, and they are still exist. Even a worm, Kita Janma Yathaduvadas, Bahirbuk Brahma Janminayash. Even if Brahma's birth is given to me again, but if it is completely superficial and not in a loving service of the Lord, I don't need it. These are the desires of pure devotees. How they become pure? Of course, they have committed chanting 16 rounds minimum, and as much as possible, they will be chanting with complete awareness and will be protecting himself from committing any offenses. Then it is likely that he will be able to utter Shuddha. But even though this mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who brought the congregational chanting and the potency to be felt in congregational chanting, how much Vaishnava etiquette that we have to cultivate, that Haridas is, Harinam Chintamani will depict. He made his life perfect by perfect behavior. All right. And do you think it is possible in the administration of ISKCON body? But yet, the second half is pertaining to, you can't point a finger because the thumb is pointing to you. Huh? So instead of pointing finger, we have to point to our own and rectify within ourselves that we do not commit any offense. So in this way, the first verse will be justified, that we depend upon Sankirtan. And Prabhupada came to spread the Sankirtan, not his book. The second verse, Nama Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarvasham Istatrapitam Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrashi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaim Itrasham Iha Janitana. Now, on one side, the Sankirtan movement is so efficient. But on the opposite side of our individuality, that we are so unfortunate that we have no attraction for the Sankirtan movement or to the holy name. The foundation is the same. It's a matter of intelligence. Durdasha means unfortunate situation arises in us if we are not inquisitive or understanding the necessity to be liberated from material world in Kali Yuga. That is the biggest misfortune. The Durdesha. Durdaiva Midrasham Iha Janita. If we have no anurag, no attachment to the holy name, nothing progressive. So, even though you join congregation, chanting, participate, you like it, but still lakuni in the heart of Hriday Granthi and Hriday Daurbalyam. Hriday Daurbalyam comes by Hriday Granthi. Durbalta means miserliness, Hriday, of our heart. We are not wholeheartedly understanding. So we are not wholeheartedly accepting. Even initiation is a chance, but it is upon us how much attachment are we going to keep with Sankirtan movement. It's not a personal edification if we get initiated, because there are also so many meanings, and people behave in such a way that I'm initiated. Now I'm liberated. I have dumped all my sins on my Guru. Let me do more sinful life. There is no resolve. Initiation is just the beginning to understand the efficacy of the holy name. You have been given chance to start understanding the efficacy. Means how holy name is efficient. In other words, Srimad Bhagavatam will tell so bluntly that Parabhavasya abodhaja to javan jigyasam atma tattva. Baba, atma tattva is far-fetched thing. He doesn't have any inclination for the holy name. Where is the possibility of atma tattva? Self-realization. These people are going to be defeated. They are considered to be defeated. And Atmanoyam, They don't understand that they are in precarious condition of material modes, and they are bound by the bodily conception of life. They have forgotten their own reality, and they have no inclination to understand. It's Pashu, not a Pashu. We simply spend our life in glorifying each other, simply the basis of eating habits. At all, it has a peculiarity. The 2-liter hog, it has a peculiarity. The camel, it has a peculiarity in eating, and an ass. They think making end meets is the success. You read 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and what will be the standard of success? Some degraded standard. So Durdasha means unfortunate situation is created by ignorance. And ignorance is kept voluntarily because he has Hridaya Granthi, the tight knot. So he is going to commit aparadhas. What is the possibility to bring that person in the fold of Sankirtan? It is a general application for everybody. We did not know, but ignorance is not excuse. Krishna gives opportunity to everybody to come in fold of Sankirtan. And it becomes, upon initiated devotees, to spread all over the world. Right? So the second verse is the reality exposed in front of benevolence. That is unfortunate situation. Benevolence is there, but he has no inclination. He has any anurag. Attachment is not there. But then again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exposing that those who have taken the shelter of the holy name, they have to develop. Actually, these 3 slokas and give the summum bonum. After all, our business is to chant Sadahari. But when? So, we have a natural progressive cultivation of our Vaishnava character. And it begins with Trunadapi Sunichena. Then, when you are responsible, then you are able to absorb so many shocks. Tarorapi Shahishna. And Amani Namanadena Kirtanya Sada. Not expecting any honor from anybody else, but you are ready to give respect to others. Generally, in association, we respect each other, so it balances out. But how long? If we keep the balance, then we do not progress. We must push on. Radharani was expert. She was not envious of anybody who were approaching Krishna. Rather, she will help them to go to Krishna. And she maintains her internal ecstasy and external ecstasy. And Krishna would notice that she cannot be budged. So he would take Chandravali, Radharani's cousin, and try to make her angry. And Radharani ignores. But still, if he wants to go, and entice Radharani to become angry, she will do, because Krishna wants it. So Manalila. But Manalila defeats Krishna. And the cause becomes the effect for the cause of all causes. He caused Radharani to become angry. But he was so much suffocated without her. In Managar, they play this Leela. In Barsana, Managar is there. There are 4 heads of Brahma. Bhangad, Mangad, then Danagad, Dangati, the Dangad or Vilasgad. Brahma wanted to witness, therefore he was situated there. And out of that, Manalila becomes so much attractive. Other is mischievous thing. Dan Leela, Danga. मटकी फोड़ी लिया चलो गुस्से कर दिया चलो हमारा टैक्स देकर जाओ नहीं तो परेशान करेंगे परेशानी की लीला we don't want to become subjugated to parishani lila ourselves. How do you want to enjoy Radharani's parishani lila or the gopis? But gopis know how to take revenge. So even though the Nandagaon boys are boys, and they want to harass during the Holi, then Radharani is sending her army for Lathamar Holi. Big sticks, and as soon as they come from Nandagaon, start beating up. And they will make sure that they will go and pay obeisances at Radharani's feet in Bhanagar, where the temple is situated. So the idea is that we can't imitate, but we learn that all these important leelas are for understanding the amanina manadena situation. So the perfection for a devotee is to cultivate these 3 symptoms, act alone. Then he can chant constantly. Otherwise, we will not be able to chant constantly. We become the cause of our own bad chanting or nama aparadha chanting. Anyway, so the relationship of the jiva, if he has to follow, would you follow in the footsteps of the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or you depend upon following in the footsteps of Haridas? Who would you prefer? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions are very confidential and it has to be understood properly. Otherwise, the first is a controversial glorification of the holy name, and the second is what you call a morose situation of our inability. Who is able to chant? Who is desiring to chant? So there is a big gap of a discipline to be cultivated in order to follow the first one. Big gap. If we are able to connect in association with the holy name, as well as those who are chanting the holy name, we get definite, attraction to the holy name. Alone, you can't. Oh, I'm in a poor state. I cannot have any inclination to chant. I have no desire. I'm unfortunate. I will accept it, but I will not improve. Mm-hmm. So, all the first three verses are very important for beginners to understand. Then, Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim, and all these personal desires can be exchanged with Lord Krishna. But these first three are cardinal for the devotees in growing. Thank you very much. Any question? Haribol. Any question?
But I'm not making noise.
Gurudev, so it looks the first verse is giving us Harinam in the whole verse, starting from how it cleanses our heart. Second one was, it looks like it's a prerequisite for me to understand how my conditions. Otherwise, I would not know how chanting is my rescue. If I feel like, okay, I'm fine, I'm initiated, I have Harinam.
That will be the stunting progress. Okay. But it is not the glorification of the holy name alone. The glorification of congregational chanting of the holy name is more important than individual chanting. Because when you face the public, they are ignorant. Ignorant cannot be intelligent. Right? Ignorant cannot be intelligent. So those who are chanting fearlessly amongst the ignorant, but congregationally, they are the most intelligent people on the earth. That's declared by Srila Prabhupada. Right from the early times. I told before also that when on 22nd Avenue, the first temple started in New York, devotees, they didn't have any, proper attire. They were purchasing a cheap rated big bolt of white cloth, and they cut, and they were all wearing like sannyasi dress. And they were having from hippie big hair, but they have to keep the shikha. All right. So it looks more weird in common eye. But yet Prabhupada's order was that, can I call you in 10-15 minutes? Haribol, Baba, can I call you in 10-15 minutes? Okay. Yeah, Haribol. So the devotees were discouraged by the public because they will criticize, they will laugh, and but they would come with some morose faces, and Prabhupada would say, "How did you do?" So Prabhupada, we were very much discouraged. I said, "Don't get discouraged. Most of the ignorant people, they are foolish by nature. They don't understand. But the most intelligent people can dare to go out and chant Hare Krishna in front of them. The most intelligent. There is nobody more intelligent than who joined the Sankirtan movement of congregational chanting. And it is still practiced. Go out on the street and congregation and chant. We are not discouraged if you go to Brisbane and Harinam, Melbourne, anywhere. Even though those who are sitting in the bar with the beer, very cool, very cool. They go like that. It means it requires Krishna's grace that he will supply you what is necessary. Right? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. He will preserve what you have. He will preserve your faith, even though how rudimentary it is. But it will nurture and supply you what you lack. Tesham satatayuktanam. Right? Then you go satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam. Dadami buddhi yogam termayanam. So if Krishna is supplying you intelligence, where is the question of your being not intelligent? Others are dumb. They don't know what you know. So Srila Prabhupada will always encourage, because Krishna does not want his devotee to be disappointed. Disappointment is necessary to cut the attachment. So you can surrender faster. Anybody has any question out there?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam.
Haribol.
Vrindavaneshwari Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Vrindavaneshwari.
Maharaj, I have a question. Sometimes while chanting, we feel very much disappointment. So much disappointment, like what have we done up till now in our lives? And then suddenly I lose my patience and I lose my enthusiasm to chant further because I feel very much like dejected. Then how can I overcome this kind of a feeling?
You call me.
Yes, Maharaj, I will. I will call you today.
Good. You will
Thank
never
you
be
so
disappointed.
much. Yes, Maharaj. Okay.
All right?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, but
In the second story, it says that one devotee is telling me that I have not used the whole name. And it's so good to see all the qualities that not feel difficult to entertain. But the whole name is strength for me and teaching. And those qualities are needed to always chant the holy name? Which comes first?
Holy name precedes anything. Your life depends on your holy name. Okay? Nothing supersedes the holy
Three.
name. Yeah. Don't be miser for holy name. Be liberal. Keep it first. It is the real wealth upon which our lives are situated.
Music. Music to our ears.
Good. Nobody will teach you. Only in association of the devotees you will learn. Okay? Yeah. We lost one pizza. Only one or two. Eh? Oh, you saved it. Rescued.
Thank you so much.
Haribol, glory to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. Turn off the-
Yeah, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we thank our Srila Gurudev, beloved Srila Gurudev, His Holiness Vedavyasa Swami Maharaj. So this is the katha from Gurudev tonight, and we are very glad we could hear that. We'll keep you posted for any more upcoming kathas. Wonderful to have you here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Good one.